Hello and welcome back to Juras6x's World. My name's Juras6x and this is my world. Today we're going to focus on more of a build decoration type episode. So we've got most of this house behind us, our farmhouse for our farmers over here, and we need to decorate this top floor and also in the roof attic area. So downstairs is really good. I'm really happy with how that's come out. We're also going to fill in the greenhouse with all of our trees, plants, fauna, bees. Everything's going to go in there, so it's a pretty decorative heavy episode. So you better stick around to see the end result of our fantastic greenhouse. Today we've got to tackle this area up here and also this space up here. So let's get cracking and let's have a good episode. So I've spent quite a bit of time looking at how to sort of arrange the rooms up here. So gone with this, so use your imagination here. So this is obviously the steps up, and then we come into our main corridor. These steps up here will lead up into our attic or loft space. So this will have a door here, and then here we'll have a bedroom with a double door situation here. Although I've just realised we've got a little issue with the floor because the floor is slightly raised here so we might need to think about how we can change that to make it a bit more even. Unfortunately with this second bedroom, I don't think we can do too much about it unless we move up the flooring to a full block height, or at least do it in the areas that we need. So both these rooms will have double doors into them. So this one will be somewhere here and this one will be somewhere here. So that's that, and then we've got our little window which will have a very different view in the future. But then over here we've got a full scale view of our sort of farming world. And then here we'll have a water closet or robes, or I don't know, something will go there. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna get this up and I'll do it off camera because it will take quite some time. Just planning this out took longer than anticipated anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done and we'll be right back. So this is pretty much all of my loot from the end cities. We've done quite a bit. We raided these. We've also done some down here. I haven't got the maps for those. Unfortunately they've gone missing, but we managed to get all of our loot. So these boxes are pretty much full. At least the top boxes are full. So I think what I'm going to do is unenchant the majority of them, and then probably smelt down the iron. We'll keep the diamond unless there's like the curse of binding or curse of vanishing. Maybe put those in a spare box as sort of real emergencies. But I think I'm just going to go through these, choose which ones are sort of the most relevant, and then sort of smelt down. Got lots of saddles, don't need those. Elytras, what's that, 18? But over here is probably the good stuff. We've got, well, who knows how many that is. That's 27 times 64 or something. No, 9 times 64. So best part of 600 shulker shells plus shulker boxes, plus the ones I got down there, plus these, and then we've got plenty of riches and then just some odds and sods there to move us on. So gonna crack through these, and then we'll get on with the rest of the episode. So I've just gone to grab some blocks, and I've come back, and we have a cat in our house, just came wandering in. So I'm just gonna block this off, put some lights in, and go and get some fish so we can feed it and have it as a house cat. It's trapped. Is that jelly? I think that might be jelly. Finally got our house cat. Fantastic. Right, let's get back to the build, and then I'll show you a progress update in a second. The interior design is finished, so let's go through the front door. So as you may have seen in a previous episode, this is the lounge dining room with plenty of storage and bookcases, and then we have a very well appointed kitchen with another door straight out and a door down to the basement where we have our storage and our villager farmer traders down here. So very nice, works very well. I've been using it quite extensively, and we have this beautiful kitchen that really fits in. I really like these mushroom blocks. They're fantastic for walls. Got a barrel here full of empty shulker boxes should we ever need any, and then we've got this upstairs area with a little window out to our village, and then let's go up here. This is up into our attic, so we'll just grab a torch and look up here, and it sounds like we've got some spiders up here. Oh yeah, there we go, found you. And we've got our stash of diamonds here, so that's diamonds, emeralds, so that's just a small part of our emerald pile. And then back down the stairs we go to the sort of 2 bedrooms. Oh, creeper, watch out. We've got another window out into our village, and then into the main bedroom we've got our jelly cat sat right there. Plenty of bookcases again, but we also have a storage here as well. So this is where I'm now keeping all of my excess armor. So I actually had to put in quite a lot, but this is easy enough to expand. Got all our elytras there, sword and pickaxe and shovel. So that's where we can just come and grab any excess stuff. Got a sneaky little cupboard here with our ender chest in there. Yeah, I'm really happy with the sort of interior design of this. Maybe a bit too much on the bookcases, might take them out and replace some of those with the back side of the loom, which I've done in this bedroom. Oh, 2 jelly cats. Yep, that's right, we've got 2 now. Had another one wandering around outside, and yeah, came and joined the party. So this is our yellow room, I guess. The wall is starting to crumble, need a bit of decoration, DIY in there. But then we've got bookshelves again, nice little plants, and then there's still some more storage here, but not much. And these are the looms, so the back and side of the loom works quite nicely, I feel. And then we've got curtains as well, so sort of just obscures the view a little bit, but brings a bit more colour into this room. So I really like the interior decoration of this room. But if you do have any comments, then let me know. Any tips, anything that you think you might do differently or better, always greatly appreciated. And there we go, that's the internal for this building complete. Really happy with how this has come together. Maybe a couple of things I would do differently is just make sure I had a bit more space on the internals for wall height, so we ended up going a bit higher up into the roof and had to move these windows up by one, if you hadn't noticed. So now that goes sort of on a little curve, but still look good. And then I think maybe here I may well put like a tool shed or something like that that the farmers would use before their daily chores. Right, now the next project for this episode is going to be filling our greenhouse and pulling in our little pond lake area over here. Forgot about this fella, came over a short time ago to grab a few things from the leftover chest here. Still got Oliver, not 100% sure what we're going to do with him, but we will have to do something with him. I don't want to put him in a cage, but he might have to stay tied up, otherwise he's going to make a bolt for that door. He may well try and do that anyway, because he's not tamed in any way. Right, so without further ado, let's crack on with a time lapse of this coming together. So quick progress update, we've got everything in apart from the flowers, which I'm going to work out what I'm missing or what doesn't belong in each biome. So I've tried to keep the flowers relevant for like a birch tree, birch forest, or dark oak forest. You'd only find these flowers in there. And we've got like a little farming area, melons over here and pumpkins, and just sort of breeding up some bees over here to be dotted around in the greenhouse. So got what, one, two, three, four of the sort of trees in, both mushrooms. So we've just got to get the spruce forest taiga and the oak biome in, and then we can start sort of filling in the last details. Also just done a quick fill of the pond, just wanted to feel how that was going to go. I think I might have one over here as well for the warm water, so with a few corals and that sort of thing in there. one thing that I have had to do is lighting is a bit of an issue, so I think when the 1.16 Nether update drops, we'll maybe use these arches to hang some chains so that we can hang some of these lanterns off, put some under carpets. We've got the end rods over here and a few other sort of tricks and tips, but unfortunately just having to put some torches and stuff on this one just to stop anything from spawning, which is a bit of a shame. But let's crack on. Let's get this side of the greenhouse done, maybe even get the little pond out there done as well. But let's jump into another quick time lapse and get this side done. The greenhouse is now complete. I've put in a bit of a waterway pond for here, but we're not going to get that done today. But we've got this sort of entranceway with plenty of barrels, and then I've just been doing a bit more in here. So we've got tulips in these central borders. Might actually make these a little bit bigger and mix it up, but that's something for a later date. And then got some beetroots in here, just trying to think what else. We've got these, what are they called again? Blue orchids from the swamp biome, but we don't have a representation of the swamp biome in here, so just put them in there for the moment. Got our oak tree and got a fallen down one. I think that's one that is in Bedrock edition, not in Java, but I quite like the look of it when I was doing some research. We've got our desert biome with some bone box in it from sort of the fossils, and then our spruce trees. Pretty happy with these, but from the time lapse you may have noticed it did take quite a long time to get these done. Yeah, I think they're pretty good, but we may have a play around at a later date. Really happy with the oak tree, and then we've got our little flower forest here as well. So I think it's all come together. I finally got some bamboo in the jungle, thought that was missing. But yeah, it's fantastic. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Very much what I was intending as a representation for all of the trees and plants and fauna and everything like that. Got place for our bees as well. So I think we can officially say this is 95% done. Just got a few bits to finish off, but I hope you agree that it does look smashing, and hope you'll join me next time, where we will have quite a redstone heavy episode, so switching it up yet again, and potentially we might even have seen the Nether update, or at least another couple of pre-releases for the Nether update. So well, hope you enjoyed it, hope you're having a good time, and look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Juras6x's World. Bye!